Good morning, this is Caroline Nettle from Wild Nettle Gardens, and I've arrived this morning at the farm and we've had a gorgeous downpour, so thank you universe for that, because the plants really love rainwater a lot more than they do tap water, probably because there's so much rubbish in the tap water. But anyway, so I thought I'd do a bit of a plant focus today, and today you are looking at probably about 2/3 of my collection of Moringa trees. Now, for those of you who don't know what Moringa is, it is the highest food substance on the ORAC listing, and ORAC is basically judging a food by its nutritional value. So the pomegranate is the second highest, and that's at 42,000. And I'm going to misquote the figures here because I'm not very good at remembering figures, but it's somewhere like 72,000, 74,000, something like that for Moringa. It's native to countries where there's absolutely nothing in the soil and no rain. It's very, very good in high desert. And it is being used by many different cultures across Africa, Asia, and other cultures too. And it's coming to the West now, or at least has been in the West for a few years now, because of its intense nutritional value. You can eat the roots, the leaves. I don't think you can eat the bark, but you can press the seeds for oil. And it's got amazing, amazing qualities like lots of vitamin C, lots of E, lots of protein. It's got an anti-aging formula. It's really, really good for basically giving your body the nutritional formula that it needs, because all of these things that I've just been talking about are really easily bioavailable. Now, I first came across it when I was at my sister's nursing my foot that had torn all its ligaments and therefore I couldn't walk. And it was an English lady, and she was saying it's very, very difficult to grow in the UK because it doesn't like cold. So I thought, rubbish, I'm going to try. Tried last year, as you will have seen if you watch my videos, and successfully grew quite a few plants to about 2-3 foot in a season, but then sadly lost them all in the fire. So here we are again. This is take 2, and as you can see, they are all really doing well. I've lost a few. I mean, you can't expect 100% germination rate, and I'm not entirely sure which seeds I brought, but basically under the right conditions this can grow about 20 foot in one season, so I'm not expecting that at all in sort of damp, dark UK. Although having said that, we've had a glorious summer so far, especially here in Wales, but very, very happy to have had rain in 3 to 4 days twice, because it saves me an hour and a half of watering. Anyway, so basically what has this plant done for me? Well, many of you that know me know that I've really struggled with weight over the last few years because of my underactive thyroid and because I'm really partial to chocolate. That's fair. And then obviously with not walking properly for 6 months, I put on a lot of weight. But having started taking this as capsules, so dried powder, and starting farming, so there's a combination of factors there. I don't put this down to just the Moringa, but I think basically the Moringa has really facilitated the process for me to lose weight. So since 2017 I've lost 3.5 stone. I take this regularly now. At the end of the last season I dried some of the leaves and made them into powder. Now what I will say is the powder you can buy on Amazon or wherever you shop, it comes in, it's sort of pale green and you never really know what's in the capsule, and a lot of the Moringa comes from places like the Philippines, China, Thailand, etc. So when I dried my own leaves it was deep emerald green, and it really did. I could notice the difference in my health, my energy and all of that just by drying the leaves. So as you can see, I have rather a lot in front of me. I'm sort of an all or nothing girl. And I'm hoping at the end of this season to have about 20 big, the ones that have come up and really show me that they want to play with me. And then I will overwinter them with some fleece and keep growing them on as trees so that I can perpetuate my Moringa supplies. So have a little machine now that can make capsules and learn how to dry them. So I've already had a lady on YouTube, this is very exciting, asking me if she can buy my Moringa. As you can see from the video, not quite yet, but certainly I'm expecting to be able to produce a little bit by the end of the summer, and of course as they grow bigger and bigger it will get more and more prolific. So that is my short introduction to Moringa. I think it can help with lots of different ailments, just because it really is giving you exactly what your body needs. So I won't say any more about that. Just a little look around here. Beautiful sunshine. I'm going to look for a rainbow in a minute. So I did some hard pruning on my tomatoes, as you can see there. Let's just go a bit closer so you see. A la Curtis Stone, who I understand is not doing tomatoes anymore, but it's basically where you take off all the bottom rungs, leaving enough foliage on the top to photosynthesize, and it just encourages the fruit to grow. That's the plan. As you can see, nearly all of them are in flower now, which I'm really excited about, and I think I've got some more honeyberries coming. So I had a beautiful blueberry, my first, and I was really excited, but I didn't have my camera, and the next day when I came back one of the birds had feasted on it, so I can't show that to you. But anyway, got some Swiss chard down there, some rain catching devices, bit more moringa there, some fuchsias. We've got my homemade I'm so proud of those homemade beds. Got some pomegranate trees growing there from seed, lemon balm, and I sorted this out because it was looking a bit messy. So we've got coriander in the front and oregano, or oregano for those of you that say it like that, and we've got a bit of homegrown rosemary in the front there. I'm very excited. Out of 100 seeds, 3 look like they're going to make it. So I've got all my asparagus here. I've put them in pots because basically everything was taking away all their sunshine, so I thought I can do that, and then they're easier to move. So I've got some really healthy looking walking tree collards. Just came in this morning and found another 2 sea buckthorns. I'm very excited about those. I've just planted about 60, I think. Maybe that's going to be one of the plants that I sell online. So these are my walking tree collards. The farmer came down and said, "Oh my gosh, you've been really attacked by something there." And I said, yeah, they were really good food for the butterflies, so caterpillars. But as these are a long-term project, they grow, I think it's 6 to 8 feet, and you can take collards off them pretty much all year. I don't know if that's true for the UK climate, but so I'm not too worried about losing them. I've got some eucalyptus coming on there. Oak trees went down hugely in number because I think they didn't like the dry, hot, and maybe I didn't water them enough. And then here I've got, unless they're weeds, I think they're mulberries. So that's really exciting. I love mulberry trees. So coming around here, the basil's looking glorious. I'm really happy about that. And all the trees are just doing their thing. That sequoia in the background. I'm really starting to fall in love with it. I think I might keep that. I was going to give it to the National Botanical Garden. But anyway, so these poo beds, as I call them, have proved to be phenomenal. Look at the trunk on that sunflower. I am overwhelmed by how gorgeous they are. And they look like they're coming to flower heads. But these courgettes are way bigger than the courgettes down the road in the next bed that I'm going to show you. And I have a feeling, if anyone knows this, this might be butternut squash. I'm not sure. But Jerusalem artichoke. Now, one thing, if you are able to answer this, that would be amazing. But can I, as you know, I may be thinking of moving. Can I dig them up sort of mid-season and not kill the tubers? That would be my question. Not sure how to do it. And I watched a potato video and it said 2 to 3 weeks after it's flowered. So this is my first flowering potato. And just really completely in love with borage because the bees absolutely adore it. So apart from the fact that those look really, really drunk, they are now staking those mini tomatoes that I thought I would just try in the bed. So we have lots of things. I mean, I'm still quite amazed that it's all grown, to be honest. No, it's really, really super exciting, but I've learnt so many lessons. But what makes me happiest is when a bee is like that. You can see the bee there. How wonderful that it's feasting on something I planted. That makes me really happy. Knock your socks off. And then these beans look amazing. I think I called them Daily Thompson in the last video. But no beans yet. And then look how glorious that LA campaign is. That's going to be a tough one to move as well. But yes, I obviously went a bit bonkers with the borage here, and it's just, you know, completely smothered in bees and wasps, and that makes me really happy. And this verbena looks like popcorn and is super cute, so definitely going to be growing lots more of that. Oh, and this. So I made courgette soup last night with my courgette, so I've had 3 kilos of courgette so far. And in all fairness, it was tasty, but I don't think I did it justice, shall we say that. So here's the triffid, which just keeps on giving. That was one tiny plant. It's completely taken over this bed. I think this bed was 23 foot or something like that. And I've counted about 20 pumpkins. And I'm going to see if I can't show you that one there. Do you see her in the corner? Under the... yeah. So I think that's the biggest one so far. And what's lovely is they seem to be pest resistant. So unless I'm wrong, I may well have about 35 pumpkins from a £1.79 kids plant, sorry, not toy. So there we are. Oh yes, I need to show you the lettuces because now I keep getting them pecked by birds, and I put netting over and that's made absolutely no difference whatsoever. So clearly I need to grow them in a polytunnel, but for a first year's experiment, need to pick a lot today because they're really crunched up, crunchy lettuce. But yeah, I'm super pleased. So if anybody knows how to keep the birds off my lettuce, I don't think it's slugs. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But yeah, lots and lots of green happening at Wild Nettle Gardens. So thank you for watching, and I'm going to set up a Patreon account. I've just found out about it, and yeah, so I will put a link to that once I've set up my page. I need to do a header first, so that may take a couple of days. But do go and find me on Patreon and see what you think of the stuff that I'm posting over there. Okay, that was a bit longer than I thought it would be today, but everything's really prolific. So sending you lots of love, and hope you're receiving the rain wherever you are if you need it, or enjoying the sunshine if you don't.